And there's Whitney. Hi. Okay, so we are recording this, which is good.
Yes, we are going to record this video so we can put it up on our YouTube channel and also our website.
Okay, that's great, because I had a few people ask me if this was going to be recorded, and I said I think they usually do record these. Oh, there's Heidi Schubert just came. That's great. Got Whitney. I forget who Pegasus is. Who is Pegasus? Who is that?
Hey, Karen, it's Debbie.
Who?
Debbie Warren.
Oh, I thought it was, you know, it was funny because I know that Bruce uses Pegasus for his company, or his email address. That's great. I'm so glad that you're here. We have Jillian's here, Alicia. Yeah, this is a really interesting one. I have a lot of personal background with this particular brand. So yeah, so this is going to be a good one. So now the screen is up that says this meeting is being recorded. So recorded. So what do I do? Do I have to do anything that the words are up, this meeting, and it's in the middle of the screen?
You have to say okay. You have to click okay.
I have to click continue?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just letting everyone know that it's going to be recorded, and if you don't want to participate, then you can leave the meeting then. But I'm assuming that everybody wants to participate. So.
Yeah, I know they do. We have a very active chat, as we all know. We have a really active chat usually, and there's our chat right now. Okay, great. Yeah, we have a really active chat, and yeah, Mary always nails it when she does her pairings. I'm sure she's going to have a lot of inspired ones with this one, because we have, well, again, it's citrus, but used in a different way. So do you want me to start? Shall I start?
Yeah, I think now would be a great time to start.
Okay, 7:04. And Mary said she's going to do her best. That's great. It's 7:04. If you want me to start, I can do that. There's Shira. She's here. Okay, yeah, we have, I think a lot of the people are here now. We still have a few to come, but let's see how it goes. So what's really interesting about this, and why I wanted to do it so badly, was that when I first met Simona Abitone, lovely redheaded curly haired woman that you see on the screen,
Still at work.
I met her and we became friends. Turns out she lives right around the corner from me. Oh, there she is. And
Just leaving, she wrote.
comes from, I'm going to ask everybody if they would mute themselves, except for Simona, Lexi, and me, so that we don't get any of your background stuff. There's Angus. Well, we can start now because Angus is here. Okay. Okay. So how this started was it turned out that we became friends. Turns out she lived around the corner from me. I started working on doing copywriting for her. And the first one I did copywriting for was the Chinotto collection. And if you saw the brochure, I did a lot of the copy that's in that brochure, but I had to learn about the brand, and I actually fell in love with it. It's really unusual. It is a plant that bears citrus fruit. It comes from the northwest coast of Italy, the northwest Ligurian coast from Italy, from the town of Savona, where Simona's family's from. And if you read in the invite, it was brought back from China by a Savanese sailor. And it was thought to have kind of healing magical powers, the fruit. And it is a citrus fruit, but not a lot of people seem to have known about it. And that town became really known for it. And Simona's family, who have been in fragrance her whole life, they are distributors, and they distribute a lot of niche and artistic and luxury brands, a lot in Europe, and Simona heads up the operation here, and Lexi is on her team. And the thing that's great about this fruit is they use all the parts of it: the leaves, the fruit itself, the peel, and the flowers. And each one of the three fragrances you see before us, and they're going to go more into it, uses the fruit from different parts of the harvest. And Simona's family harvests this, which is very unusual. Not only do they create fragrances from it, her brother Marco is a wonderful perfumer. He is the perfumer. Marco Abitone is the perfumer behind this brand. Not only is he the perfumer, but their family harvests it. And other brands that use it, such as Acqua di Parma is one of them. I think Prada used it too. They get it from the harvest that Simona's family does. So this has a really personal, entwined background to it. And so, of course, as I got to learn more about the brand and I got to fragrances and tried them more, I fell in love with it. And Simona and I did several events where they create food from it. There's a very famous soda, a very famous liqueur. There are candies, there are biscuits. So this is a brand that is so steeped in multi-sensory artistic innovation. I don't know of another brand like this. So with great pleasure, I'm going to introduce Simona Abitone. She heads up Abitone Exceptional Luxury Brands, with the distributor of this brand, as well as the Frank Beauclair brand that we also had some really wonderful masterclasses with. And there's another one coming up. We have another one in the works. But some of you know her. I looks like Karen Adams' mother is here, Ethel Covell. Ethel, if it's really you, I love you. Karen was working tonight. I don't know if she's here or not. She may or may not be here. She's trying.
Michelle is here too. Sister.
Pardon me?
Michelle Rubin is here too.
Michelle is here, her sister. So yeah, so we have a lot of Karen's family here tonight, which is great. But I'm for those that are just with us for the first time tonight, I'm the founder of Sniffapalooza. Started in 2002 because I love fragrance so much. I wanted to meet other people who loved as much as I did. I wanted to make new friends. Now I have 500,000 people across the world to talk to about perfume. Karen Adams joined me in 2004, and we've grown it with live events, and now we've been doing these master classes. So it's been a great experience. We're getting to connect with each other. I know a lot of friendships came out of this too. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to hand the mic. I'm going to hand the floor over to Simona Abitone, who is of the celebrated Abitone family, who distributes and creates this. And Simona, it's such a pleasure to again be with you.
Hi everybody. Hi Karen, thank you for the introduction. Yes, this collection that you will see tonight is my family business baby, and I'm so honored and proud to introduce to everybody. Basically, there are more than fragrance. We develop also a line of sanitizer, very special. As well, the new star of the night will be a sustainable line of solid cosmetic, and we will go through all the detail. I'll leave the word to Lexi and enjoy Chinotto sensorial experience.
All right, hi everyone, I'm Lexi, and I'm going to be hosting this masterclass tonight for everybody. And we're going to start by learning a little bit about Savona. So Savona is on the northwestern coast of Italy, and this is the kind of not birthplace of Chinotto, but it's kind of been coined as the town of Chinotto. So over 300 years ago, Chinotto plant was brought by Savonese sailors from China. So this unique climate that Savona has and its proximity to the mountains and the sea really made it the absolute perfect location for the Chinotto plant to thrive, and therefore becoming the town of Chinotto. So centuries of Chinotto cultivation in Savona made the town very, very famous for this fruit. And it's even been highly regarded by the sailors. And so they believed it was going to be like an amulet of protection during their journeys. And so they would eat the fruit, they would take the fruit, and actually the fruit is super bitter. So people don't necessarily eat it today unless it's in a candied form or in a soda form. So these sailors really believed this was going to save them from the high seas and from diseases. A very famous disease was scurvy, that it would help heal. And we believe now that it was just because they were not getting enough fresh fruits and vegetables into their diet as being sailors. And so the Chinotto fruit really came through and helped them get away from that awful disease. So Marco Abitone is actually Simona's brother, and he is the perfumer who came up with this wonderful collection, and he wanted to honor his hometown with these fragrances. And so that's kind of how the Chinotto collection was born. So Simona being from Simona is going to talk to you a little bit about her experiences there and it being a harbor town and just how it was really like the gateway into the world.
Yeah, everybody can fall in love of Savona if you have the chance to visit. It's a small town that was characterized by Renaissance and Baroque architecture, with burnished stone promenade and gratefully framed by museum gallery display the vibrant reflection of their cherished heritage. It's famous to be the town celebrates ancestors such as Pope Julius II and Christopher Columbus. And is a critical port, and the Ligurian Sea have kept Savona as the world stage for centuries. It's a really, really nice place. And then the Chinotto fruit is come from there. So it's particularly luxury for that.
So we're actually going to take a time now, and I suggest if you guys want to drink with us tonight, then this would be the time to get your cocktails. I'm actually going to show you guys how to make the Chinotto spritz. I have all of my ingredients on my desk right now. So first, although this is written in Italian here, I do have the English translation on the other side. So first you're going to get a glass of ice, a big old glass of ice. And this is similar to like an Aperol spritz. So it's very springtime, summer. You want this on a really hot day. So you have a glass of ice. And then I put the Chinotto fruit on the side, and I also have one on the very bottom. And now I have a bit of the cold tea, which some of you got into your little goodie bags. And then you're going to put the Chinotto syrup. I have these pre-measured. And it gives us this really pretty amber color. And then lastly, you're going to pour in Prosecco, which is, of course, sparkling wine from Italy. Beautiful color. Stir it around, and then you make a toast or chin-chin. Absolutely delicious. So I highly recommend that you guys try this if you get your hands on the Chinotto syrup and you have some tea. So first, we're going to start with Chinotto Dark. And the reason we're starting with Chinotto Dark is because this particular fragrance is made from the unripe fruit of the Chinotto plant. So take out your Chinotto Dark, and we're going to spray and then all experience it together. And I'm going to ask you, what your initial reactions are. What do you pick up on first on the top notes?
I'm just gonna keep saying, I don't smell anything.
So what do you guys smell first?
Rosemary.
Rosemary, yes, okay. I can smell like the very liqueur sense at first. It almost smells like fresh. Like this is what I would want to smell. I don't know, just
I get a balsamic note.
Yeah, the balsamic note is very common for everybody that smell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and someone said pine. They're saying bayberry, pine.
Ooh, pine, yes.
Yeah, pine for sure. Bayberry, basil, and and mothballs. That's interesting. I like that.
Okay.
That's interesting. Hey, that's interesting. Let's see what else we have. Bayberry, Coca-Cola. Now that's interesting. I like that.
I get
Coca-Cola.
I get cola.
I
sure.
get it. I get the cola too.
That's funny that you guys mentioned the Coca-Cola, because during the World War II, Coca-Cola was banned from going into Italy. And so Italians, because they loved the taste of Coca-Cola, had to come up with their own soda to kind of replace Coca-Cola during that time. And what they came up with was a Chinotto soda. So this soda was kind of like the organic version of Coca-Cola, extremely popular in Italy, even to this day. And yeah, its birthplace is from Savona because of the Chinotto plant. So that's interesting that you can smell the cola, because it actually is used to make cola. So the Chinotto Dark is a fresh opening made with the leaves and the green fruit. So it's the not ripe fruit of the Chinotto plant. It is liquor infused in a balsamic heart with a hint of intoxicating absinthe, which absinthe isn't used in a lot of perfumes, but I think when it is, it does give it a very intoxicating scent. It has juniper and it has smoky incense to really provide a seductive base. And it's very bittersweet. This, I would say, that has a more masculine feel for fragrance, but it's still very light and fresh. So it's definitely, women can also wear this. Moving on to
Mary-
the Chinotto Gourmand.
Mary said that she gets anise.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah.
Alicia is getting eucalyptus, and somebody said that they smell strawberry shortcake dolls from their childhood. Very interesting.
Wow.
New
I love it.
sensation.
Yeah, very experienced noses here.
Yeah.
So
Well,
moving
well,
on,
Well,
Go
it's the power of sensory memory.
for sure.
Reminding her of her childhood. Yeah. Vanilla.
So-
Whitney gets vanilla. Oh, Heidi gets Lionel Train smoke pellets.
Wow,
Okay.
very, very specific. We love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Chinotto Gourmand. So everybody get out your Chinotto Gourmand. We'll all spray together and see what we smell first. This one is much sweeter, warmer of a fragrance. What are you guys getting?
Cookies.
Cookies, yes.
Right. The caramel and the ripe top note of the Chinotto are the first smell and sensation that you keep.
Right. So this one is joyful, energizing, the vibrant citrus notes of the ripe Chinotto. And then it has orange blossoms that lead into a sweet enveloping heart of vanilla and caramel, which is the bottom notes. And I think that this one is very
That's vanilla,
sweet,
caramel.
but it's not necessarily too much, like it's not an in-your-face kind of scent. What are you guys getting?
Gourmand sense.
People have said nutty, buttery pastry,
Yeah,
croissant, snickerdoodle, vanilla baby powder mingled with citrus. That's an interesting.
okay, we like that.
Um,
I kind of
almond cookie, almond cookie. That's, and someone said pecan pie, and there's baby powder. A few people are getting the baby powder accord as well. Sweet cereal, frosted flakes, but gourmand frosted flakes.
Guess you're not used to it.
Definitely a warmer, sweeter scent with the caramel and the vanilla. I definitely get like a deeper, warmer scent from this one. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. So what makes these different than other perfumes is the concentration of the fruit and the concentration of the fragrance. So in each of these, you have a concentration of 15%, and then of the actual Chinotto extract, you have 5%. And so the Chinotto Dark is in the olfactory family of woody, and it's citrus, and it's very powerful, but the Gourmand is in the olfactory family of kind of like sweeter, and it's bittersweet and a little bit warmer than the Chinotto Dark. You can see here on the bottom, you have the top notes, middle notes, and base notes. So for the top note of the dark, you have the leaves and the green Chinotto, the absinthe in the middle, and juniper. And then the base notes being the warm woody notes of incense. And then moving on to the Gourmand, you have the orange blossoms, and you have the peel of the ripe Chinotto, vanilla, and caramel. These are absolutely amazingly crafted perfumes. And like Karen was saying before, these plants are very specific to Savona. And so they're only picked at like the ripest of ripe or the non-ripe for the dark. And so it's kind of, these are very special because you can't get these all over the world. Like Chinotto does not grow in many places other than Savona. So that's what makes these fragrances really special.
Yeah.
Mary has a good pairing for this. She
Okay.
said aged vintage champagne with the Gourmand.
Okay.
And the yeasty, nutty caramel and vanilla notes would go well with an aged vintage champagne. I think that sounds great.
So we're going to move on to the last fragrance. This is the Flor di Chinotto Parfum.
This might be nice too. But this, you would probably like this one best.
So everyone spray it and we can all smell together.
The sample that you find inside the shipping is the extract parfum of Fior di Chinotto.
No wonder it was so strong.
What's the concentration there? 20% or?
This
22.
one is a bit higher, yes, and we'll get to that in just a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Orange, jasmine.
So this one is really bright and sparkling citrus notes. I get a lot of floral notes from this one. Are you guys kind of smelling the same thing?
Well, this is obviously really floral. I mean, I could,
Yes.
you can smell the orange blossom like right off the top. I'm also getting, another white floral in there too. I don't know.
Maybe
like a
the
magnolia. Maybe a
rose,
magnolia.
jasmine, tuberose.
Yeah, I'm getting a magnolia, or maybe even a honeysuckle kind of a
Well, that's
vibe going on there. But so yeah, the tuberose, the jasmine for sure. Yeah, I think this is just one. This to me, and I've worn a lot of white floral blends in my time. This to me, I think, is one of my favorites.
Oh yes, this is definitely.
Amber, for me is one of the notes that I can catch.
So the whole concept of Flora di Chinotto was really created to the fearless woman and the spirit of pursuit of their dreams and new beginnings. And this is just super important because the whole concept, you know, being of the fearless woman, I mean, it truly, I feel like this fragrance like truly embodies that. And especially being the year of Kamala Harris and of the year of the woman. And I don't necessarily want to be too political, but I do want to just say that we are entering, you know, a new era where women are really pursuing their dreams. And I think that it's amazing, especially being a young woman, seeing these leaders and seeing other people, you know, other women get to these high ranking positions is pretty inspiring.
I'm feeling like,
go ahead.
Yeah. I'm feeling like this is almost like to me, this is one of the most beautiful white florals I've ever smelled. This is like, to me, if somebody asked me, I've had people ask me for suggestions for a wedding scent, and I recommended this one. I think there's something very kind of pure and pristine and feminine about it. I just love it. I think it's one of my favorite white florals in the world.
That's awesome.
And Dara says the goddess is on top. I like that.
100%. So here we're going to actually watch our commercial for the Flora di Chinotto. It is in Italian, so I'll let Simona translate a bit at the end. But here we go.
They wouldn't be in
So, someone's got to mute themselves because we're hearing your conversation. There.
Are you guys ready? Okay.
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh, there we go.
Parlami, portami con te. L'epoca delle piogge se n'è andata ed è tempo di cantare. Un nuovo inizio, come il tuo primo giorno di sole.
Fior di Chinotto, il nuovo profumo. Abaddon.
Okay, ready for the translation?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me. Bring me with you. The time of the raining is ending and is the beginning of the new day, your shining and sunny day.
Perfect. A new day. Perfect.
Which is exactly how the Flora di Chinotto is really meant to be. Like I said, I mean, the concept was really for the fearless woman and the new day and the new era that we're entering. And so this fragrance is just absolutely amazing to me. So here we're talking about the concentration. So in the Parfum, there is a 22 concentration of the fragrance and a 6% concentration of the flowers. And then the Eau de Toilette is the 12% concentration of fragrance and 2% concentration of the flowers. And so, like I said, with the actual plants for the gourmand in the dark, the flowers are even more hard to harvest. And so these are only harvested in like 4 times in a period of a few years. And so this is extremely, extremely hard to harvest. And that's why the Parfum is a little bit more expensive because it has a stronger and a higher extract of the Chinotto. So this one, you can hear all the notes. So if you guys want to spray it again, and then we can try to see if we actually get the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes. Because I definitely get an orange at the top. What about you guys?
I just want to let them know the sample that you have is of the perfume, right? That's
Yes.
what we have is the perfume.
Yeah.
So that's the one, that's the 22% concentration.
Yes. So that's why you have, I mean, it lasts really a long time on the skin because of the high concentration. I mean, I can wear this throughout the entire day and still be able to smell it. It's amazing. And this is on the family of like the citrus and the floral oriental because it has a little bit of the oriental notes in there. Are you guys getting
I get the orange right off the top. I get the orange right off the top.
I definitely get the orange too.
It's so well blended. You know, when you talk to a perfumer and they talk about fragrances, they always say the best, the most well blended. You can't pick apart notes so much. And this one to me is a very cohesive, smooth blend where I really can't pick them out. I know I'm getting a little orange, but it is such a nicely, smoothly blended fragrance that I can't pick out, oh, here's the patchouli, here's the jasmine. And that I'm kind of in love with this one, actually.
Yeah, and notice that there's actually a bit more that goes into this, you know, based on the notes, but it actually, I still don't think that it like overpowers anything. Like I think that all of the ingredients and all the different types of notes, whether it be fruity or flowery or even like the white musk at the end, I mean, it really just all comes together to make a beautiful fragrance without one thing, like you were saying, just really overpowering the other. For the dark and the gourmand, I definitely got like the vanilla that was like very prevalent for the gourmand. And then for the dark, I definitely got the, you know, the absinthe balsamic. But for the Flor di Chinotto, I mean, it's just a beautiful floral perfume, just all enveloping.
So people are getting the honey. They're, oh, Mary had a really nice, let me see if I can find Mary. Mary had a really nice.
The spritz goes really well with this.
Had a really nice, I guess this one, Mary, was the one you're pairing with the Arnese from Piedmont or Vermentino. Either
Arnese is really the one that is close.
Yeah. And it's true about the rose. People are not really getting the rose. It's very mild, but that's because it's so well put together and so well blended. Yeah. Yeah, this is like, this to me is a powerful wedding scent. If somebody says to me, what should I wear for my wedding? This is it.
100%.
It's sensual, but in a very kind of elegant, sophisticated way. It's sensual, but it holds up in a different way. It's kind of there's something kind of luxurious about it. Maybe it's the 22% concentration that's like, you know, making me swoon, but I feel like there's something very luxurious about it. And Mary now wants to go to Italy. So do I. Let's plan it. Let's plan that trip, Mary.
Simona should be our next trip, and Simona will be our personal tour guide, as well as Marco, so they can show us everything about these perfumes.
Yeah, no, this does make you want to go to Italy because it reminds you what Italian fragrances smell like. They all have this wonderful kind of you know, there's a lot of floral in it. Anybody else having any other let's see what else we have here. Yeah, people want to go to Italy now. I'd say then that Marco did a great job if he makes people, if inhaling this fragrance makes them want to go to Italy.
And also, Karen, in Liguria, they create an association that is called Chinotto nella Rete, meaning that a lot of company, between the company that work on the food specialty, there are specific place where the industry of the candies of Chinotto start, and they create a sort of tour where people can see these unique place where the products are done. You can go and see the plant, the way in which are harvested. Very, very interesting.
So there's an actual tour. There's an actual tour.
Yeah.
People were asking.
The last year on Nexans, and then unfortunately with the COVID, everything was cancelled, but there is really a specific tour that Nexans
support and promote for the journalists, for the people that want attended, because you can stay like 2 days in Finale, that is an historical city where Chinotto come from, very close to Savona, and do the tour in this specific place.
So are you saying that if we planned a Sniffapalooza trip with you, we could go and do this, and
definitely
you would help us plan it? Okay, well, that's the conversation that you and I have to have.
Yes.
So let me ask the group, if Karen Adams and I planned a trip to Northern Italy, based on some of this, would people want to go? Mary says yes. Okay. Okay, I got people. Alicia, Marie Carnes, Kat. Okay, I got enough people. Okay, let's plan it.
So everybody's ready to go in Savona.
Yeah, I mean, we would have to plot it out pretty interestingly. We have to figure out where you fly into. What is the closest big city that you fly into?
You can fly in Nice if you want. There is Delta that has a very good fly, New York, Nice directly, because Nice from Savona is 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Or Milan is like 1 hour and a half. But in this way, you can touch also the Côte d'Azur, that is really very interesting, and maybe spend a couple of days there. That is the best.
Okay, well, yeah, we did Italy, we did Florence, we did a week in Florence, which was really nice. I mean, these trips are really detailed to plan, so I'll talk to you about it. But if we could figure out a way to do this and make it a multi-sensory tour, of course, the food, the wine, and the fragrance, we would do a wine tasting with Mary. We'd put together a wine tasting with Mary, and could we also work with some of your other brands, Simona?
Definitely, yes.
So we can make a whole
really close to Grasse. So this is a new one. There is the new launch of Luxury Verdot. So why not?
So we can make a whole trip. Okay, all right. You heard it here.
What a productive masterclass we're having, guys.
so you heard it here. We're going to work on something. I guess when is the best time to go to Savona?
Between April, the climb there, the weather is always nice as a Côte d'Azur, but I will advise between March to June and September to November, because it's the best.
So
time.
when do they harvest the Chinotto? When is that? September?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we'd make it this September or not. It's cutting it close, but we'll talk about it. March should probably be great for most people. But if we go in March, we can still see a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely. It's the opening of everything. Thinking that Liguria is a very small region, and basically is more tourist place. So even if you want to go to Portofino, Santa Margherita, the best time is that, because you don't cross with the August or July, that are very popular season, and you cannot enjoy the place as you want.
Well, I mean, I've done enough of these trips, Karen, and I'd like to know that we can't force too much into the trip. I mean, we want to have a chance to leisurely relax and enjoy everything. And Marco would, of course, be with us, right? Marco?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we would have the perfumer. Okay, well, we can figure this out. If we get 15 people plus Karen and I, we've got a really good price usually, so we'll figure it out. All right, so we can all dream now about going to Italy.
We're going to Italy, Jim.
Yeah, and we can figure this out. Great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's either going to be September or March.
Yeah, I mean, September might be cutting it close, because it takes believe me, it takes a long time to plan these trips, and there's a lot that goes into it. Yeah, March is definitely doable. Why is my phone ringing? March.
But we have to do it when it correlates with the harvest of the fruit.
Well, the harvest, she said September, but it's we're almost.
I don't know. I don't have that yet.
Yeah, but we'll work at it. The harvest is September, but we're in mid-June now. I don't know how travel is right now yet. We still are in the pandemic, so we have to figure all this out. But
Okay, well, now that we have a whole trip planned, we can move on with some of the other items that we have, other products that we have here. So the first one that I want to talk about is our home sanitizing fragrances. So because of the coronavirus, we kind of started rolling our brains and racking our brains, like what can we do to kind of like, you know, help people with the coronavirus, but also have our scents be represented. And so the idea that Marco and the team came up with was this home sanitizing spray. So the coronavirus and other viruses and other germs just in general tend to stay onto surfaces up to 72 hours. So this is talking about your fabrics, your clothing, your tables that you're touching all the time, your cell phones, like all of these surfaces, it can literally last up until 72 hours. So we came up with this amazing sanitizing home perfume that can be used as just a home perfume, but also as a sanitizing agent. So in these, we use 80% alcohol and also tea tree oil, which is a natural sanitizing agent. And so it really guarantees a perfect sanitizing action and removes all of the germs and the bacteria that you can just catch from being outside. And it completely deodorizes. And this is with our signature Chinotto dark scent, which is a very fresh scent like you guys just smelled, which is really interesting. So this is, and it comes in 3 different sizes, and these are also available on our website. And then this is actually one of our coolest, like one of our most cool innovations. So not only do we have the hand sanitizing or the home sanitizing fragrances, but we also have this for your hands and your face and your hair. So the difference between these and the home perfumes is these do not have alcohol in them. So these are only using the sanitizing effects that tea tree oil has. And so that's what makes it super safe to use on your face, on your body, and your hair as frequently as you want. So unlike most of the products on the market, the gel really is a very rich and essential oils. And so this isn't going to dry out your skin. This is not going to be something that irritates your skin at all. Like I said, we use very high quality ingredients, the natural tea tree oil, which is a natural sanitizing agent, and it completely replaces the need for alcohol. These are also available on our website. And moving on to the solid cosmetics. Okay, guys, this I think is the star of the show. So here is an example of a solid cosmetics right here. And this, you just open up and you reveal the actual cosmetic, and you can rub it on your skin just like you normally would. So the solid cosmetic trend. So we really wanted to hop on, you know, and be more sustainable. You know, after hearing the horrors of plastic pollution and all of that into the ocean and in general onto the planet, we did not want to be a part of that. And also with traveling, you don't always want to put your little travel products into the 3-ounce bottles. You want to take your full products. And so the solid cosmetics are the coolest new trend in the cosmetics field, and they combined, you know, convenience and sustainability. They're not necessarily soaps, but they are used with water to make them activate. So for the cosmetics, we have 4 different cosmetics. We have a shower shampoo, a deodorant, and a conditioner, and a solid perfume. So the one that I have here is the solid perfume. And what I do with it is I literally just put it on my skin where I would put a spray perfume, and it just melts into your skin. It's super soft. We use an amazing blend mix of vegetable oils and different types of essential oils. So it's very soft, and it just melts onto your skin. I see you using yours, Karen.
Yes, I have mine right here. It's so much fun too. It has these little magnets in the top that click, and you click it together. It's really fun. But it has a great moisturizing kind of like smoothness to it.
Yes. And that was super important to us when we were developing the formulas to this. So it almost has like a velvety, buttery feel, because we didn't want to use anything that was going to be drying out the skin. I mean, these are cosmetics, and we wanted them to leave the skin looking better than it was before. So moving on, so this is for the shampoo, and I'm going to give you a little tips and tricks for use. So first of all, you just want to make sure that you are moist, and so your hair is a little bit wet before using it, and then you can rub it in between your hands and kind of do it on both of your hands, and then you can wipe it through your hair and then just use it as a normal shampoo. And what's great about these is they actually come in refillable little packets. So the refillable packets, they're going to look something like this. This is a smaller one. They come in the larger side. And basically what you do is you remove the solid cosmetics, and then it basically leaves you with something looking like this. And then you can just put the cosmetic right back on. Do you have one of the refills, Karen?
Yeah, I have the sample. I got like an envelope with the sample.
Yeah.
It's really, yeah. And
this is right back into your little holder.
Yeah, and this is the this is going to fit into what I had before. Oh wow!
Yeah. And you can just press it on there, and that is how you carry it.
So I have a refill of the Chinotto Gourmand. I can't wait to use this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, it smells so great.
And
so this.
In the discovery set, they receive a small sample or of the shampooing and the shower gel, or on the deodorant, the conditioner.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, you should have all received something, right? Either this is the I have the condition. Oh no, this is a solid perfume. This is a solid perfume, but some people have what, the conditioner.
The conditioner, the shampoo, or the deodorant, and
yeah. So you should have a little. Do they all come in this size? Packet?
This is the sample size, the small sample size available
this is great.
to purchase. And then there is the one that you have and Lexi show, and then there are the refill.
Yes. So
great.
Again,
it smells so good.
Yep. And so this is for the conditioner. The conditioner is similar to the shampoo. You just want to make sure that your hair is moist before using, and then you can get these in between your hands and then just use it like a normal conditioner. It's really nice because, like I said before, we really used high quality ingredients for all of this. So this is going to work just like your salon shampoo or conditioner, if not better, because these are all natural. We really wanted to, step away from the plastics and all of that kind of stuff and be a more sustainable brand. And in doing that, we are not only being more sustainable, but we're being organic. So we wanted to make sure that this is not going to be weighing down your hair or make it really oily or anything like that. I mean, these are really high quality ingredients.
And then the design is also great because packaging like this, you can also use as traveling packaging, like cover for the soap. It's
right. This is absolutely perfect for traveling. I just took a trip last weekend and I packed this in my bag, and all of my friends were so curious because I was using it as a perfume. So you definitely will be able to share this with family and friends and be kind of like the talk of the town because you have the coolest new things. And then for the deodorant, this can be used as just your normal deodorant. So basically what you do is you cap it in your little holder, and then you can just rub it under your arms like a normal deodorant. It's not going to irritate your skin. It's not going to dry out your skin. It's not going to stain your clothing like other deodorants do. And it's very long lasting, like all of our perfumes are.
There's a question. So Peggy has something that says balsamo. What is that?
Conditioner. The
That's the
balsamo is
conditioner.
Yes.
Peggy, that's the conditioner. Yeah.
We received the design in previous time, so they send the sample with the Italian name.
Italian name, yeah. I'm a traveler. I keep a bag packed all the time, so this is great. I'm really excited because I've had too many things spilled. I put things in baggies and they always spill. This is great. This is great. Yeah. This is great. And the color, the orange, I love the color too.
Yeah, it's so cute. And so last but not least are the solid perfumes, which is actually what I have right here. And like I said before, you just rub it where you would normally put your fragrances. I like to do it on my wrist and behind my ears, just where your natural body heat is. So it kind of, when it warms up, then your fragrance will be a little bit stronger. These are with a mix of vegetable oils of the highest quality with sunflower oil, Chinotto extract, of course, castor oil, and some other like berries and of the tip of the jasmine plant, the Can you help me with the pronunciation, Simona?
Yeah. The quality, this, Lexi,
rust,
I lost you, sorry.
No, you're fine. The rust.
Vernicfufla. This is
There
the
you
Latin
go.
word, yes.
We all go around and take a turn trying to
Yeah, we can all try it. Yeah, Lisa said this is like Chinotto candy. It is. It smells so good. Now I particularly love new ways to wear perfume, new ways to deliver perfume. I think this is like brilliant. It's just, and it's fun. It's fun. I mean, you know,
it is really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mary has a good point. She said it would be, this sounds like it would be a great option to wear in a big crowd where you don't want to have a cloud of perfume around you, where you don't want to be too perfumey. Like when I travel, I'm very aware, you know, I'm sitting next to people on a plane or in a small area. I'm very aware of not having like a perfumey cloud around me. So this would be a nice way to personally scent yourself, but not be diffusing into the air. You know, it'd be really nice. I want to ask Reimar, what do you think about this?
About what?
About this about the solids.
Yes, great idea.
You like the idea of it?
It has been around for centuries.
Yeah.
We used to call it gypsy perfume.
Gypsy perfume, okay.
Yeah, because when you travel a lot, you know, you cannot carry a lot of liquid with you. Yeah. And so they had these salves, also called
yeah, scented.
Yeah, and they were deeply scented, and you put them on, and they last forever.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah,
It was the deodorant.
They use them for everything, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like one-stop shopping, all purpose. Yeah, Reimar is a perfumer, so I wanted to get his opinion on how these work. But this is great, and it's fun. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different products. I remember when I did an event with Simona. Remember, we had the jam, the jelly. We had the biscuits, the candies.
These are the an example of the biscuits. I have.
Those biscuits are so good. Yeah, and we had the tea. Simona and I did an event. Yeah, we did an event where we showed the food. It was Italian trade show. Remember the Pele trade show? Remember?
Yeah, was on the specific fair of the leather and the shoes, where there are all the Italian.
It was Velenina. Yeah.
They call us to represent really an Italian niche collection of food products. Yes.
So we had all these different things for people to sample. It was really fun. The candies, the liqueurs, the soda. The soda is really great, but and we've used that for events too. We've actually done several events with the different foods. And I'm hoping that when we get back to live events, we can do one with Simona and Lexi, where we have the foods to pair with it. It was really fun, multi-sensory. So now Sabina is
Also, Karen, we before COVID, we have this sensorial experience around the US, where we launch in our retailer the Chinotto line. We have the great event in Tiger Lily in San Francisco. We have a special great event from Fragrant Vault in Lake Tahoe. Everybody has the chance to meet Jana last masterclass with Frank Bouclet. Yes. We did the same event in Perfumery Beverly Hills in Beverly Hills with a great success. We did that month the tour of Chinotto in California, between San Francisco and Los Angeles.
Yeah, so I mean, this just adds a whole other layer to, I mean, really makes it multi-sensory. It adds a whole other layer. Okay, so somebody was asking if the Fior di Chinotto comes in a solid, and it does.
Yeah,
it does come in a solid perfume, and that's a real, you know, it's such a nice way to travel. And Dara and I were talking about taking a trip, right, Dara? So this might be a good way to take with us.
So with ending with the solid cosmetics, I mean, we really did take the Chinotto plant and the fruit as inspiration in the design of the packaging. And the packaging is also wooden, so it's extremely sustainable, and we didn't want to use anything that, you know, was plastic or couldn't be reused. And this is handmade, and it's really by skilled craftsmen in Bergamo. Is that right, Simona?
Yeah.
Okay, so but yeah, these are just our amazing newest products. Like I said, the cosmetics, the solid cosmetics are really new, and well, not new, but they've been around for centuries, like you said, Raymond, but they are new to us, and they're new, and they're kind of becoming more popular in the fragrance world, in the cosmetics world. And so that's why we just had to jump on the trend. I mean, this is absolutely amazing, and I think it's so cool. And the refills are actually a little bit cheaper than the whole container. So when you do go and buy the refills, then you are saving a little bit of money, which is awesome. So the actual shape of the refills are going to be this little spherical shape, this half circle.
Yeah.
And that's why it makes it super easy. Like I said, these were handmade, and they just fit perfectly inside. You don't need to do anything else other than press them into the container, and then you can put the little lid on top, and then boom, that's it. You're ready to go, and you're ready to travel. So we really wanted to focus on the sustainability side of this. That's why it's in wood, and that's why we're not going to be using any plastic packaging in this. It not only are all the ingredients organic, but they're also just the best high quality raw materials that we can find. We're trying to save all of our friends in the ocean. So one solid perfume at a time.
Yeah,
So these are what and so these are what the little packages look like for the refills. These refills are, like I said, a bit cheaper than the actual solid cosmetic, which makes it a little bit more enticing to buy the refills and to take care of your packaging, so you can make sure that you can put the refill in the actual packaging again. So I do want to mention that we do have a giveaway, like we do at all of our master classes with Abaton. So we do have a few goodies that you can see on the screen. I don't know if anyone can read Italian other than Simona here, but we have some tea, some salt, and then the top thing is the Chinotto Verde.
Marmellata, Chinotto with marmellata verde, because as we explained with the fragrance, the Chinotto can be used in different stages. So the jelly, the marmalade with the green Chinotto is a little bit bitter, and usually is used with the cheese, with this kind of thing. The marmalade with the orange Chinotto, which is usually used for the Chinotto gourmand, is more sweet, and you can put on the bread in the morning for different uses. So for this reason, they say marmellata al Chinotto verde, which meaning Chinotto marmalade with the green Chinotto.
Yep. So we have some winners. Do you want me to go ahead and say them, Simona?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we have winners already? Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
we have winners already. And then we'll also, we're going to send these to Karen so she can send them out in an email so everybody can know exactly who won. So the winner of the Marmellata is Sabrina Singh.
Oh, and that's amazing. And I'll tell you why that's amazing. She is a chef. And she yeah, so that is, I think that is perfect, right, Sabina? Isn't that perfect? Yeah, she's a chef.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this works out perfectly.
I've never won anything, so this is a treat.
Double happy.
This is actually perfect.
Oh, thank you.
This is and I've actually had it, Sabina, and it is delicious. I've had it on crackers, and I've had it on the biscuits, and it'll be something new for you as a chef.
I'm gonna have it on toast, hot toast.
On toast will be great. Yeah, it'll be great on toast.
That would be absolutely amazing.
Thank
so,
you.
and the next winner is going to be for the salt. That's going to be Jane Bernard.
Oh, Jane.
Yay.
Jane, it's your lucky day, Jane.
That's great. I can't try it. Oh, it's exciting.
Yes, and Jane likes to eat.
Don't we all?
As everybody, I think.
Yeah. No. Jane and I just got together for lunch a couple of days ago, so I know she likes to eat. This is great. Jane, this is great. I love it.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Lisa Jardy for the tea, for the
Oh,
Chinotto.
Lisa, this is great.
So she can try to create the Chinotto spritz, because the Chinotto spritz is created with the, of course, prosecco, the tea, the syrup of Chinotto.
Lisa, you can make the cocktail.
Yeah.
I have to tell you guys, I was super excited to see a tea package because I am a tea lover. So I was thinking first thing tomorrow morning, I was going to try this black tea with the Chinotto. So I'm super excited. Thank you very much.
So this worked out. This worked out great. This couldn't have been more perfect. Now people are asking, can they buy those on your website?
Yeah, there is are coming here really for this masterclass so recently, but they can wrote us. There is a big collection of this product. There is a specific website that is called ilchinottonelarete.it. Lexi, if you can chat to everybody.
Yeah, Lexi, we're going to do a thank you note tomorrow. Sure. So if you want to email me that information, then I can let people know, because a lot of people are interested in trying these foods.
Yeah, of course.
As well.
I'll email you everything that you need to know, including the giveaway.
Yeah, because we'll do our usual thank you, which will have all the ways that you can access it. Now tell us about any special incentives for masterclass attendees.
There is a special incentive. So we do have a discount code that's going to be only available for you guys who attended the masterclass. It's going to be the discount code of Chinotto. So CHINOTTO, and you can use that at checkout for $20 off. So that's going to be used.
$30.
So it's going to be used for $30. Excuse me. So be ready for that, and you can just go straight to our website, and that'll be available to you guys. Special incentive.
All right, so is that in this card, Alexi? Is that in this card here?
I don't believe so, no. So it'll be in the email that you send out tomorrow.
It says $30 off your first purchase on Aberton. Is that what we're talking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Is that?
Oh, with the coupon code welcome.
You can use the coupon code welcome. That will 100% work for you. But for the special Sniffapalooza code, it's Chinotto.
All right, so you're going to send me all this, right?
Yep. 100%.
You're going to send me a little note, and then we will. And Leslie Haas wants to go over the drink again. I think she wants to make it.
We can actually go back to that slide.
Yeah,
really
quickly,
so we can all have it there. And if you guys want to take pictures or screenshots, then you'll have it with you. So here it is, the Chinotto spritz. So all it is, of course, you can have the Chinotto fruit, but if you don't have anything like that, I recommend using orange. If lemons are only what you have in your house, then that would also work. But you use the Chinotto fruit and you put it at the bottom. I have mine on the little top here. And then you can go, then you do the tea, but make sure that it's cold. If it's like hot, it's going to melt all the ice, and then it's going to make it way too watered down. And then you use the syrup. You stir that slowly and then top with Prosecco. I like to top it all the way to the top with Prosecco. So, and then you cheers, and that's how you make the Chinotto spritz. It's similar to the Aperol spritz. I think it tastes a little bit. I think it tastes a little bit better than the Aperol spritz because it has the addition of the tea. So I think it tastes like a little bit earthier, and I don't want to say it's less sweet because it's just as sweet and like enticing and appetizing, but it's almost just like you can drink 12 of these as opposed to like an Aperol spritz where you can drink 1 or 2. So here it is if you guys want to write it down quickly, and it is delicious.
Sounds like so where can they get the Chinotto fruit? Where do you know where they?
So Simona gave me these because her family had sent them over.
Right, so where can if Dara Tyson wants to make herself a cocktail, where can she get the fruit?
Do some research for you.
It's possible to buy the Chinotto fruit with the organic vodka that fits well with the spritz. It's possible to buy the Chinotto fruit under the spirit that is also good. We don't have all these products in our website, abatonbros.us, because we really
brought here for the masterclass. So this is a special edition for Sniffapalooza membership, but we are able, if people want, to sell, because we have in our showroom and in our storage here in New York.
So somebody said, I know you can get the Chinotto soda at Italy. Can you buy the fruit? Can you buy the fruit at Italy? Do you know?
No, Italy has only the Chinotto soda for everything that is related, like the salt, the jelly, the Chinotto under the syrup, the Chinotto with organic vodka, the liquor, everything related, the cookies. You have to contact us, or there is the Italian website, but I don't know with the shipping, because for example,
that works.
Yeah, the Chinotto with the organic vodka, you know, shipping the liquor is not easy, especially in US. So for us that we have the procedure, because we did the fair with the food, is more easy. So who want this can contact us at US at abbottandbros.us, or in our direct email, me or Lexi, and we figure it out with the price and shipping.
All right, so Lexi, you're going to send me, you're going to send the information to Karen Adams and I about all this stuff, and about the Italian website where they can find things and everything like that.
Yes.
Okay, great. So yeah, I mean, this one's fun because this is a gift that keeps on giving. You're going to be able to drink it, eat it, smell it, so we're going to be able to send out to you tomorrow. Now, this is the fun part. Does anybody have any questions? This is when you can take your mic, you can unmute yourself. If you have a question for Lexi, for Simona, for me, for anybody else here, this is the fun part. Does anybody want to?
I want to know what everybody's favorites were. First off, tell me.
Jillian says we might have to do a bulk order of Chinotto fruit for Sniffapalooza. We might.
Oh, yeah.
That's not unheard of.
Special edition. Why not? Right.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, it's a new experience. It'll be fun.
You're tired.
Okay, so this is the time. Anybody have? Lexi asked, do we have any favorites of the fragrances? How about, let's see who I can pick on here. Angus, you know I love to pick on you.
I'm just, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by this Chinotto Dark. I mean, I thought I'd never like a fragrance that smelled like Coca-Cola, but in the dry down, it's really sort of settled down, and it's, you know, it's not overwhelming. I thought at the beginning it was like, wow. But now I really like it. But Judy really likes the
Fiore di Chinotto. I don't really like florals that much because they're usually too sweet, but this one is just so wonderful. And it really is, I don't know, it has such a subtlety to it, but it's really nice.
Yeah, but the Chinotto Dark is amazing. I mean, and they stand out so differently from a lot of other sort of fragrance lines that you have. It's quite unique, really, aren't they?
Mm. Anybody else have any other thoughts on any of them? How about Annie O'Sullivan? I know you love fragrance, Annie.
I love the gourmand. I like that it's so nutty. So
yeah,
it
is nutty.
Anything, any other. It's not an almond, but it's not like a true gourmand. It's almost like caramelized nutty, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Sense, yes.
I really like that one. That one speaks to me a little bit more than the others. I really like that. That's my thought.
Anyone
That's
else?
so good.
What's everyone else's favorites? Should we start calling some names? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna. How about Dara?
The Chinotto Dark.
That was your favorite?
I like it smells familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has a very clean smell. But it's at the same time, it has some other elements in it, obviously, that make it, but I that definitely piqued my interest. That one, it definitely has something to it. And I love clean, and I love anything that sanitizes everything. I mean, I was a germaphobe before everything last year. So this to me is something that I'd love to have, like, when you talk about travel things, even like a center in a suitcase that had a fresh smell like this.
And also about Chinotto Dark, the sanitizer of the Chinotto for iPhone, computer is also a specific and nice home diffuser, because you can spray in the air and smell and enjoy the fragrance.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice and clean.
I was thinking the same thing about the dark. I was thinking, I would love it if this is what my home smelled like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made it possible. We do have 3 different sizes of the Chinotto Dark Home Sanitizing perfume. So not only are you going to feel good about sanitizing your space, but it also is going to smell delicious.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What about any other questions for us?
Very long lasting too. Can I just say that they're very, like, I can still smell them on me very strongly, whereas normally sampling things by now, I wouldn't be able to tell which one was on which place if I hadn't marked them. I can definitely tell which one is which separately, and I can smell them distinctly. They're very, very long lasting, I can tell. So I definitely like that. Appreciate the concentration levels on them. So thank you. They're very, very, I love the Gourmand. Really love that. Can't stop.
Tim,
I smell really good. Thank you.
Tim likes what I like about the Chinotto Dark. He likes that kind of incensey smell. That's what I like. Tim, you have any other thoughts on the Chinotto Dark?
Yeah, it's when I first smelled it, I'll turn my camera on. I'm decent.
There you are. There's that smiling face that we love.
Put on a shirt before they turn their cameras on.
Right, I'm decent. The Chinotto Dark, at first it smelled, I smelled the rosemary. Somebody said rosemary in the beginning. I smelled that. I also smelled like sage and bay leaf, kind of like to me a little bit. And then now that it's mellowed out, I'm getting incense. Smells very I know it's an Italian brand, but like when I smell incense, my nose automatically goes like Middle Eastern kind of sense. And the was it Fiore de Chinotto? My mom would love this one. And I think I'm going to actually give this one to her because I could just hear her screaming about it right now. and the Gourmand, this reminds me of like one of those spiced candles that you smell around like the holiday times. And now that it's mellowed out some more for me, but it smells really good. I really get like the cookies and the pecan sandies and almonds and things of that nature, but it's really good. I really like this one as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're all very different. I remember when I first experienced them with Simona, I actually worked a trade show with her when I first experienced them. So I was like experiencing them for the first time and then showing them to other people. We had the tea there. I think we had the liqueur there, or the drink there too. But
yeah, we have the complete line, also the cookie.
Yeah, we had the cookies there too. But I remember like I was learning about it as I was showing it to people. And one of the things that was really interesting, Simona, I know that they use the fruit in different parts of the like some of it's before it's ripe and some is after. Wasn't it wasn't it the Chinotto Dark is after it's already ripened? I forget how it worked.
The Chinotto Dark is actually from the unripe fruit. So this is when the fruit is still green, and the Gourmand is from the ripe fruit, and the Flor di Chinotto is from the flower of the fruit.
Yeah. So I mean, I love that they use every part of it. I mean, the leaves are in there. The peel, the peel of the fruit is part of how they create the fragrance. But that's right. The Chinotto Dark was the unripened fruit. That was before like September or something, and then by December it was ripe. I remember this now because I had to explain to people. I just find it really interesting because usually when we talk about a perfume, it's a finished composition, and you're looking at the finished product. But here, with this one, we start with like the plant growing in the ground, and we know where that comes from, and we know who harvested, and we know the perfumer. So it's a very different type of brand. So does anybody have any other questions or anything? Okay. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
It's been great. Everyone's saying thank you. I'm just going to tell you to watch your mail. There's something else coming. We did skip a week, but there's something else coming. So watch your mail. Hopefully Friday, depends on Karen Adams' schedule. And thank you all for coming. We got more stuff with Simona. We're now talking about another event. She has other brands that they distribute that are, all of her brands are very interesting, and they're in limited distribution, which makes it really fun. So she and I are having a conversation right now about something coming up probably for July. So love to see you all, and look forward to seeing you soon. Watch that mail. I know it's frustrating. These things sell out really fast. We understand it's so frustrating. We haven't figured out how to get around that exactly. We're working on it. But anyway, viva la sniffa, baby. And we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Okay. Okay.
All
Bye,
right,
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
Simona
you.
and Lexi. Thank you,
See you
everybody.
guys next time. See you guys in Italy.
But
Bye.
we're going to work on that. We'll work on that trip, because
Right.
I think I have a whole crew here that wants to go. So we'll work on that.
Okay.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.